Hey everyone, so today I'm going to show you how to make 4 different jewelries from this kit I got. So I found this kit really useful with all the things I made. Like, it comes with everything you need and it's really helpful, so you don't have to go to Michael's or somewhere and buy all the beads separately. Everything comes with what you need, and yeah. The first thing I'm going to make, I'm going to use this infinity sign and this little thread it came with, and I'm just going to make a bracelet out of it. So I just measured it around my wrist, having some extra room, and another piece that is 12 inches long. So I'm just going to put my string through my charm, and then I'm going to add some beads to decorate it with. And so I found it really hard to put the beads through. It also comes with fishing line, so I think the beads were made for the fishing line, but I found that if you use washi tape or any kind of tape and then tightly wrap it around the string, the beads go through so much easier and doesn't fray the thread so much. You can put your beads in any order you want. This is the pattern I liked. So I found this cool knot thing to put around. So you're going to take the extra little piece of thread and make this knot all the way down. It's kind of hard to explain, but you take your one side string and put it over top your bass strings, and take the other one and take it over top that string and then underneath your bass strings kind of thing. And you're just going to do that all the way down and keep doing these knots. So just watch the video, it's easier to see than me explaining it. But I found this really cool string because this is kind of knot you see on all these fancy store-bought bracelets, and I was really excited that I can do this on a bracelet that I made at home. And this makes you able to adjust it by yourself instead of retying it each time. So you're gonna tie the knots at the end of your strings, and then for your middle knot that you made, you're just gonna tie a few knots and then cut them off. So for my next one, you're going to need 2 threads. So I cut mine both at 12 inches because I wanted some extra wiggle room, and that just works for me, that length. So I'm going to put my 2 strings together, or just the one string and 2 pieces together, and slip it through and make a knot around my little ring. And I'm going to do that with both strings. Now I'm going to take these pieces from the kit, so it's a little ring you put through it, and this is also really hard because I feel like this was also made for the fishing wire, but I figured it out. And then you're going to put the bigger ring inside, and then you're going to loop your yarn or string over top and back into the little ring. You're going to clamp this down later, but first I'm just going to measure out the other side and do the same thing. I'm going to put the little clamp through it though, a little clasp, and then you're going to measure around your wrist. This is why you shouldn't clasp it down yet, because if you do that you might get the wrong size. It might be too big or too small. So this is why I put it on both sides and then measure it around my wrist, and then just make sure it's secured. This necklace came with a kit, but it was just too tight around my neck, so I took one of the chains and clipped it together, and then just put the other side of the chain through the loop of the necklace. So this helps so you can put it around your neck and then just measure how long you want it to be or how short. Then you're going to take the little clamp it came with and just break the chain in half. So now I'm just opening one of the chains and putting it through the little loop where the clasp usually goes, and then on the other side of the chain I took pretty much a bigger chain and put that onto the other side just so it's easier to hook my necklace together. All the charms that the kit came with I found a little small, so I found this charm. I think I got it in a Christmas cracker or something. So I'm just taking that, putting one of these rings on so it can actually fit onto my necklace, and that's it for this. I've seen a lot of these Morse code bracelets and I think they're really cool, so I'm going to spell out love with my bracelet. So I am using silver for the dots, and then gold for the lines, and white for the spaces. For some reason I strung mine out backwards because at the time it made more sense to me, but you can just string it the normal way, just remembering your spaces and what all your beads represent. So just string that in. I added some extra spaces and some knots at the end so it wouldn't slip off. So when you're putting together the clasps and everything like that, make sure you press it down really hard, because I found with the fishing wire it slipped out a lot. So my dad had to help me push down so it actually connected. And here is my final result for that bracelet. Here is all my jewelry. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.